Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Right to the air. Here is Goff. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Throwing on third. Goff. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw is Goff. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Pacheco once again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Goff. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
That complete to Downs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a first down throw. Goff. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Pittman here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Goff. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at that. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he returns this to the 22. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now Marshall coming in motion right. Wiggles free. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Again, it's Pacheco. And room there to work it inside the 25. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Goff. To the right side and caught by Dell. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. KC's offense ready to take over. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On first down, it's gone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. 110 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Goff. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Running left, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Goff now to throw. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2. A minute 47 on the clock. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit.
He's got a man complete. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take it. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. On the handoff, it's Pacheco to the 36-yard line. Stop there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. A handoff now for Pacheco. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They try with Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah,
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mahomes to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here it is, 4th and goal. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually